I love gold. I love silver. Inflation's skyrocketing. We should all be worried. A trip to the grocery store, to the gas pump, vacation, anywhere you go, you're spending so much more money today than you did a year ago. A whole lot of this can be attributed to COVID, supply chain shortages, but the biggest factor that's skyrocketing the cost of goods and commodities today, which is the inflation rate, which has been directly caused by the federal government printing massive and massive amounts of new money out of thin air with zero backing. We're not on the gold standard. We're not on the silver standard. By God, we should be. But this country is going bankrupt, and it's going bankrupt quick. Your dollars are running thin. Your purchasing power is getting lost. And the federal government just announced that they're exploring the option of developing and implementing the Fed coin, which will essentially eliminate all cash. Everything you buy, purchase, pay for, every single transaction will now be monitored by the federal government. And when this implementation comes, we will likely be forced to turn in all of our fiat dollars and convert them, devalued, mind you, into whatever the new CBDC is. And that's a central bank digital currency. Look it up, guys. It's real. I've been talking about this to my friends and family for years now, and here it is. It seems that the coronavirus, the pandemic, all the crazy things going on in the world today, inflation, the cryptocurrency market just flying all over the place like usual, has been the perfect storm to create and usher in this new financial reset for the entire world. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or a doomsday prepper, but there's no denying what we're seeing in the modern mainstream media today, the stock markets, the crypto markets, social media, everywhere across the entire globe is complete chaos and, frankly, inflation, and it makes me worried. I don't want to go broke. I worked hard for my money. I dig hard for my gold. And I want my money to have value. I want to build a house. I want to raise my family. I want to continue mining. And if the value of the dollar crashes and I'm not invested properly, I'm not going to be able to do anything. I'm going to be a poor little sucker following the lead of the government. And in situations such as this, when there's economic collapses, bubbles burst, and that sort of thing, a majority of all folks go bankrupt and have a really, really hard time, lose their houses, lose their jobs, lose all their life savings. But if you plan a little bit ahead and have some strategic assets and place your money into things that actually have tangible, scarce value, you can potentially pose yourself to come out ahead on this and make out like a bandit. In my left hand here, I got a beautiful Pamp Swiss 1 kilo silver bar. I love this size. These things are just beautiful. Right here, we got a beautiful 1 ounce silver American Eagle. This is probably the most collectible and well-known U.S. silver coin. To be perfectly clear with you guys, this is not financial advice. These are my opinions. These are my observations. These are my concerns. And I want you guys, my friends, my family, my fellow prospectors, you guys need to think about these things. Do some research. Talk to your friends. Talk to your financial advisors. Review your stock portfolios, review your investments, and see how liquid your cash is, where your cash is, what your savings are, what your purchasing power is, and how all this could be affected if inflation keeps rising and we're forced to buy into and use a central bank digital currency. I'm actually hoping that this new CBDC, which sounds like it will be forced upon us, I'm hoping that it will be backed by silver, such as this beautiful Indian head buffalo 1 ounce silver coin, and gold bullion. The Fed just came out and said that our inflation rate is officially at 4.2%. Now, that is the fastest growth of inflation since 2008, when we had the big housing collapse crisis. Right now, we're in so many bubbles, in so much debt as a country, it's just astounding. For those of you that don't know what the gold standard is or was, I'm going to read a few excerpts here about the gold standard. The gold standard is a monetary system where a country's currency or paper money has a value directly linked to gold. The gold standard is not currently used by any government. Britain stopped using the gold standard in 1931, and the US followed suit by completely abandoning the system in 1973. That's not that long ago. The gold standard was completely replaced by fiat money, haha, funny money, a term to describe currency that is used because of a government's order or fiat that the currency must be accepted as a means of payment. In the US, for instance, the dollar is our fiat money. The appeal of the gold standard is that it takes away the ability of some individual at the Fed, someone in the federal government, or whoever. It takes the control away from them to print more and more fake money. The physical quantity of gold is the actual limiting factor that affects the issuance of new money. To issue new money, you have to have more gold or silver to back it. And since gold is a rare, scarce commodity that is in short supply, the supply of gold is finite. Therefore, you can't create gold out of thin air and have an infinite amount of fiat dollars. Now, this all sounds like a great thing, right? Our money has to be worth something. It's backed by something real, something tangible. Gold, baby, gold. And it dramatically reduces the amount of inflation that's possible, as well as deflation. Here we're taking a look at what we call constitutional silver. This is real money, real American money that was backed by silver, and it wasn't only backed by silver, it was made of silver. This first coin is a Benjamin Franklin $50 that contains 90% silver. On the back side you can see the Liberty Bell, which represents our freedom. Here I'm stacking up a whole bunch of silver $50. If you look at the sides, the edges of these coins, you can see that they're solid unitone, one solid color. These are all 90%, a few of them may be 40% silver, but they're predominantly 90% silver, and you can see that they're all solid tones. Reach in your pocket, pull out a quarter or a dime, and you'll see that all modern coins are now clad coins. It's a sandwich of zinc, pot metal, and all kinds of junk that's not worth anything that represents our money. Our old money used to be made of silver, now it's made out of clad junk. There's really no telling what's going to happen here in the near future, but all the signs are pointing to dramatic change. The elimination of the US dollar as we know it, new federal cryptocurrencies to track every single one of our purchases, movements, expenses, what have you, which is pretty troubling in itself. The rate of inflation has me most worried. Our purchasing power is diminished. The Fed just announced that the new inflation rate is recognized at 4.2%. They were hoping it'd be somewhere around 2%, which is normal. However, this is nothing anywhere near normal. 4.2% reported isn't even close to what we're seeing at the pumps, in the grocery store, in the housing market, anywhere. The real rate of inflation is probably closer to 8 or 10%, maybe more, dependent on the sector. One thing to be wary of when speaking with your stock or financial advisors is that it seems that many of them are currently showing statistics and inflation rates from roughly a year ago, which is beyond ridiculous and blows my mind. It's deceiving the public, it's deceiving their investors, and artificially trying to pump more money into the stock market. Like it or not, there's going to be a massive correction in all the markets here sometime in the very near future. They very well may keep rising for the next couple months. Who knows? Somehow it could get pushed to a year or so, but at some point it's gonna break. It's not sustainable, and there's gonna be a massive crash. So I just want you guys to think about these things. Think about your options. Think about where you can put your money, how you can protect yourself, what you might need to attain to prep and get ready for this transition into the digital dollar. In my case, what I'm investing in is land. Land, my gold mining projects, my mining claims, physical silver, physical gold, and these sorts of things that have always historically held their value. I'm trying to preserve my wealth. I don't necessarily think silver is going to take me to the moon. It very well may. However, I do strongly believe the shakiness and instability of the dollar, the distrust, the inflation will cause precious metals, silver the most, and gold to dramatically rise in value. What do you guys think? Is inflation real? How are you going to protect yourself? I don't think there's any stopping this. You know, inflation, we're seeing it every single day, just creeping higher and higher. The stock market keeps going up. Property values keep going up. And interest rates keep staying low. This isn't sustainable, guys. Do everything you can to position yourselves to plan ahead and be prepared. Try to get yourself into a financial position to where you can take advantage of the situation that will present itself sometime the next 2 to 3 years, maybe sooner. There's going to be a massive crash. There's going to be fire sales. There's going to be opportunities out the wazoo. So grab your sluice boxes, grab your pans, head to the river, find some gold, build up that stockpile, and happy prospecting, guys.